What's up, gang? How's everybody doing? See what this market open does. We got about another minute and a half before the market opens. "30 seconds for the market to open." Market open. Let's see what happens during the market open. Let me spark up this blunt for you guys. I know there's only a couple people watching. Nobody is watching me right now, but that's straight, bro. Let's see. Let's let a few people roll in. What's up, Terpy? I just saw your message on Discord, brother. The same thing today, bro. I had a rough morning and I let it get to me on the charts. And let's look at my all time. I'm down 3.5%. With the fees here, I'm down 4% on my funded challenge. Look at this tilt, bro. Horrible, horrible, horrible day. Horrible, horrible day. I let my emotions get to me, but you know what? We're forgetting about it. We're ignoring it. Bro, exactly. I took one big loss today and I could have just cut it there like I was supposed to, but I didn't. I kept trading and kept trading and kept trading and kept trading. But yeah, bro, all we can do is just keep pushing, homie. All we can do is keep pushing. So, we got a few people watching now. What up, dude? Mechanic in the house. Nate, my dog. What's up, bro? Yo, check this out. Yeah, bro. Exactly that, bro. It's exactly that. I'm the type of person that once I take a loss, I can't continue to trade. I can't trade I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for showing up. So, honestly, this is a good sell setup right here. But this isn't in my trading plan to trade these hours. Five-minute scoop. Let's check it out. Now that the daily's opened up, let's start marking up some levels here. This daily doesn't roll over till 8 o'clock, so technically these are the previous daily highs and previous daily lows. So let's see what our 4-hour looks like. Oh yeah, while you're here, drop a like, everybody. I keep forgetting to ask for likes. Likes are what help boost the live stream. I've been getting between 18 and 20 likes. So I've been getting more likes than live viewers. So I appreciate you guys. So, I mean, this 4-hour barely has a bottom wick, and the previous 4-hour closed bearish. This 4-hour closed bullish with barely a bottom wick. We form support here. We form resistance, rejecting this area right here. So that's a strong area of rejection here. And these are our daily highs. So the daily broke into this level and rejected this level extremely hard, but it also rejected this level after failing to close below the most recent 4-hour support, the most recent 1-hour support. So after this failure to close below, this buy was such a clean setup. I think this is the buy that you were looking for, market. I don't know if you were, I don't know what a disregard is. For some reason, this shit's insane. And just kept it going. Following these points here. This is a news push, I believe. Yeah, that's the news push. This level is strong. The fact that we came up, we formed a high, we came down, formed support, we broke below support and then drove up, and now we're starting to drive up after crossing the EMA. We're starting to form support here, starting to scoop. I might be foolish for the evening. I might be foolish for the evening.
I'm feeling like Midas, but you was going to begin with. I didn't help in the slightest day.
My day needed. Of course he's gonna hang around for more. It's sort of like a drug. It's addicting.
And ooh, girl, I'm a addicted to you. You're my dopamine and joy. Make me forget and then act
Yeah,
go
okay.
on.
What am I doing? No way the music's louder than me, you bullshit song. Hold up.
Yeah, falling into love hurts just as much as falling out of it. But I'll scrape my knees and scar my shins. I hope you never doubt it.
How about now? How does the music sound now? I think that should be good. I turned it down a little bit lower. Maybe that's too low. My mic is on the green level, so I don't want to turn my mic up any louder. So let me turn my music up to like right here where I can see the green. So my music is gonna be at around 55 decibels and my negative 55, and my voice is gonna be around negative 30. But yeah, gang, let's see. We're a bit behind on this funded challenge. But hey, bro, this is the long run, and we're here to get funded, and we're here to look for a payout. So taking buys here is tough, especially with this level right here, how we rejected it all day long. We rejected it to the fucking T. And so taking buys here would be tough. Unless we get some sort of like, I don't know. Let's see. How can we get buys here? So if we start getting some sort of higher time frame closure, maybe above the most recent hourly. Let's look at the 30. If we can get some closures above the most recent hourly, damn, it's just this area is tough. I don't like this area. To swing through that area is tough. This might be what you call a no trade zone. That it's just not clear that if we close above here, will it mean anything? Because we still have more rejection here. So yeah, I wouldn't like any continuation buys through here. I don't want to enter here. Any buys. Maybe some sells. Especially since the daily's opening up with no bottom wick. And we're just driving up. No bottom wick, and we're driving up. If we can get, I mean, this would be the most logical level in the 4 hour. Let's look at the hourly for that top wick. Yeah, if we break this previous 1 hour high and then flip bearish, that would be a head and shoulders, I believe. If we get this, boom, a break of the high, and then it comes down, head, left shoulder, bang, a tap of anywhere between here, I don't know, like here and here, is clean enough for me. And then Bro, look at that. We get a break to the upside here, breaking the previous hourly high, breaking the current daily high, and we break back down to the downside. On the re-break of this trend line, on the re-break back into range, you can take some sort of entries here with sells down, and your stop loss would be above these areas here. So your stop loss would be, you can have an entry, I don't know, maybe somewhere like right here, with a stop loss right here. Damn, that's a pretty steep stop loss. These candles are huge. So you would like as close to this wick entry as possible. So maybe you can get an entry here. That'd be pushing it though. We would have to see what the higher time frames start to push. But this is kind of like the trade idea I would be looking for. I think that's a solid trade idea. Especially since this is a heavy level of resistance. Gold drove up today, rejected, and now we're back at the same level we came through from. So Asian could just be another wick up and a rejection to the downside. I think that might be the move tonight. Especially if we break to the downside. Yeah, bro. I think the downside move is the move that I would be looking for tonight. This looks like the cleanest move, which would be a continuation of the downtrend. Price would be tapping. That would be the fourth tap of the trend line, rejecting down. I mean, yeah, bro. I think that if price wanted to drive up, higher high, higher low, to break through this level, it might be tough. So there's a couple of ideas. In order for me to get buys, I would like to see price wick down and then come up. These no wicks are something that I don't want. I don't want to take. So we can either have this or we can have this. So this is what I'm looking for. I want to see it reject off of here, retest, and then drive up. These areas here sketch me out. So these are my ideas for tonight. This is what I want to see happen tonight. You can clearly see this is a massive bearish area. We're at the top of a trend line. We wicked right off that trend line. I don't really use trend lines, but you can see how we're wicking off of it, confirming the downtrend. We're gonna put a line here. We're gonna cross that next body there, and then if you just keep it going, we wicked off the trend line. If we can get price to come up, and where do you see my wick here? Where do you see my white line? Right? Where do you see these white lines? You see them almost right at the trend line rejection area. So you can see how me identifying these areas through median levels in the past coincides with the trend line breakout, coincides with an order block, coincides with a breaker block, or whatever you guys call it. You see how it's all about figuring out how to identify the key level and waiting to see the reaction at that key level, because just because we're at this level right here doesn't mean anything. I have to wait for the kind of reaction that I want to see. I want to see this kind of reaction. I want to see it break to the upside. I want to see it pull back, and bouncing off this support before I take a buy. I want to see it confirming that these levels, that it's not going to reject off these levels before I take a continuation to the upside. Especially since we're not bouncing off any major 4-hour area or anything like that during the market open. We're kind of just in this chop. So, and at that point, and I really wouldn't be looking for much of a runner unless we're coming down on sells. We just have extremely clean range on our way down. How much is this? This is 180 pip range. I mean, this is just clean traffic, clean traffic, clean traffic, clean traffic down. So if we get some sort of wick to the upside here and a rejection down, this would be ideal for me, bro. this. Maybe a retest of the previous daily high or break above the wick here. So anywhere in this box, I would like to see this kind of a rejection and this kind of a trade. And then I would only really take buys if we're up above this level, breaking the bullish trend line or the bearish trend line. So once we break this trend line, like for real, and we start breaking above and retesting it, what do you see? That's this exact move right here happening on the trend line. You see what I'm saying? So you see how I drew this move out before I even drew the trend line out? Because that's just basic market structure. The market moves in structure. The market moves the same way all the time. Higher highs, higher lows. And when you're confirming things, that's what you want to see. You want to see price make a high, come down, fake out, break that high as if it's breaking out, and then fake out again. You just had a fake out to the downside. It broke the current high here and then faked right back down at a level of resistance at a bearish or a demand zone, or a bearish order block or a bearish breaker block, whatever term you want to use for. You know this is a bearish zone, and if you get a bearish setup on the bearish zone, you're likely going to have a bearish move. And then that's when you start taking into account your EMAs, you start taking into account your candle closures, you start taking into account your wicks to get that sniper entry. Like today I chased all day. I just chased all day. By 7:30 I took my first trade and I immediately lost. But you know what? It's all good. I'm down 2 grand on the account. In total, I have 10% drawdown of 6250. 10% is 6,250 minus $2,000. I still have $4,250. I have 8.5% of drawdown left. Oh, sorry, not 8.5%. I have about 7% of drawdown left. So now, in order, instead of getting 8% to pass, I need 10% to pass. It is what it is. I've passed many fundeds before, and this is my first time doing it on the Forex side. Well, second time actually. I passed the 5K, but I wouldn't consider that anything to brag about. The 5K doesn't mean shit. I mean, for me, 5K won't do anything. I'm in America. But this is what my idea is. If we get something like this to play out, spark one up for the chat. Yeah, you guys got any questions? You guys want to take a look at the Nasdaq? The Nasdaq fucking destroyed me today, bro. Destroyed me, bro. The Nasdaq destroyed me. Today on the Nasdaq, I took a continuation of the daily highs. I took the buys that we were talking about this morning with Drizza. I took the right here. No, it was this flip right here. So when we had this volume candle up to the upside, that's the push that I took to sell. But what do you see here? See, look at this. This is why you have to manage risk. This is why you have to pay close attention to things, bro. You have to pay close attention. So, what happened here? This 15 closed with no bottom wick. This 15 did not make a bottom wick. So we had two no bottom wicks right here. I completely disregarded that. And once we broke up here to the upside, I said, oh, we got the SMA scoop. We broke to the upside. We closed below. I took a buy stop on this little 5-minute structure that formed here. So you can see clear as day my entry, bro. Look at this. I waited, price closed above. We formed a doji candle. This candle came below and I took a buy stop here. So this was my trade. I took a buy stop here. My buy stop got activated and my stop loss was on the break of that 15 low, because I knew once we crossed the EMA, once that 15 broke the low, that this was no longer a valid trade, and then that stopped me out. But see, had I paid attention to these no bottom wicks, no bottom wicks, no bottom wicks, I would not have entered this trade. We closed no top wick. Why would I enter that trade? Why would I take that? I disregarded the top and bottom wick, which is 100% a part of my plan. I was having issues in the morning and I got slept. And then I contemplated taking sells, because usually when I'm wrong, I go the other way. But I've been hesitant to do that lately, trying to preserve my capital. But see, when I got stopped out here, all I had to do was enter again, because there's my setup going the other way. I know that there's a high probability that when I'm wrong, the other way is going to play out. So I could have used the same trade idea with the same size stops. These stops were 55, these stops were 61. So it would have been the same risk, 0.5% here, 0.5% here. But look at this trade. I would have likely been break even by this push down, like break even right here at that 1-to-1 level, and it would have rode for a total of a 1 to 1.7. So then I got slept on the same move once again. I took buys here. Price came down, took my stop loss out, and then kept driving. So I got slept multiple times today on the Nasdaq. What up, Daniel? How you doing, my brother? But bro, it don't mean nothing. We're out here, we're gonna keep pushing through, and we're gonna continue watching gold. Gold is driving up, we're breaking the current daily highs. If we start getting this setup that I'm talking about, bro, if we start getting something like this, I'm gonna get in. My dog Jonathan, bro, how you doing, bro? How's the crypto market treating you, brother? I took some Ethereum buys. I made like, what's that? I made 5% in one trade, and then I sold it, and I got into an option call on Nvidia, and that shit tanked, and now my account's at $2. So I blew my options account. Shit. How do I stop this delay, bro? There's like a long delay. Let's see. No, there's like a 10-second delay. Yeah, I'm down 4% on my funded account challenge. I'm working on it. Not 4%, I'm down like 2.7%. I'll tell you right now how much I'm down. I'm down 3.2%. But hey bro, I'm here. I had a really rough morning after the loss, but I self-analyzed and I came back, and I'm realizing that I'm letting life affect me. And if I'm having a bad day, or if I'm having like an argument with my girlfriend or something, or if I had an argument with a client or something like that, I'm gonna take half an hour, chill out, not look at the charts, and roll out, you know what I mean? And come back later. Even if I miss the trade, it's much better than me taking the trade in an emotional state, because then I'm gonna manage it emotionally. I'm gonna set my stop loss emotionally. I'm gonna set my take profit emotionally. So it's not worth it, bro. It's much You're better off literally just taking a break, missing the trade, and coming back for the next one, because there will always be another trade. I keep feeling FOMO, thinking I'm missing the trade. I wake up and it's like 7:30, and then I'm like, damn, my trading plan says 7:30, and then my trade plays out at 7 o'clock, and I'm like, damn, I missed the trade. But I didn't, because my plan says 7:30, so I didn't miss shit. You see what I'm saying? I just have to understand that my plan is my plan, and I gotta treat my plan like my boss. If my boss tells me, hey bro, you gotta go do this call, and this job, I gotta go do this job, and this job. I can't just say, boss, I don't feel like doing that job today, I'm gonna go home and go smoke a joint. Boss is gonna be like, you're fucking fired. So the charts are gonna be like, oh, you broke your rule, fucking stop loss. Oh, you broke your rule again? This trade's not going to play out just because you broke your rule. Not because your analysis is wrong, only because you broke your rule. Now the charts know you broke your rule and they're going to go against you. That's how I feel. I feel like the charts know I broke my rule and they're going to go against me every trade that I take. So if you just have that mentality where you're like, damn, the charts know I'm about to break my rule. The charts are alive and they're reading me right now. The charts see me break my rule and instantly hit my stop loss. So, don't break your rule no more. I got my rules written on my computer screen and I ignore them. And it's something you can't do, bro. You just gotta sit there and read them. In the morning, reread your rules. Even if you're sitting there and you find yourself like reading it over quickly because it's annoying to read them, stop yourself and say, when I don't read them, I lose. When I don't read them, I lose. When I don't remember my rules, I lose. When I disregard my rules, I lose. So, go back to reading it. Even if it's boring. I got something I took from Alex G. He says, take 14 minutes or 15 minutes, put your phone away, and just chart. Chart for 15 minutes and see what you can find. Read your plan, look at the charts, look at all the different markets that you look at, and just chart. Don't look at your phone, don't look at other people's ideas. Write down all of your ideas for the day, and then after 15 minutes, can you then go back on your phone and look at the other stuff? The more I look into it, bro, the more that you really have to treat this like a business, bro. So my business has QuickBooks where all my calls that I took for the day are taken, all my notes for that day are taken. So why am I not journaling my trades and saying, okay, I took this, here's a screenshot of my trade. I took this trade because of this idea, this break, this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. And then I'm going to go back pre-market open and say, look, today I took this trade, and this trade. I took the trade because we broke here and we did this. I took this trade because we broke here and we did this. I took this trade because we broke here and we did this. Like, look at this beautiful gold sell that we were looking at today that I missed because I had already lost all that I could lose for the day. Price came down, we closed below, came right back up, we wicked off this area. Trendline traders, you have your trendline breakout. Trendline traders, you got your trendline breakout right there. DVS traders, for me, that would have been a wick entry likely on the 15 to come down. Yep, that would have been the onion to come down. Sell stop on the break of the low, stop loss on the high over here, a little bit higher. That would have been textbook play at 1 o'clock today. But yeah, bro, telling people that I'm in a trade has been one of the most nerve-wracking things because immediately everybody comes with their opinions, and then it immediately starts changing the way that you view the trade. Because like when I took my trade this morning, Drizza said, I see some divergence here. The second that he said that, my trade went instantly to stop loss. So he saw something that I didn't. So now I'm gonna go back and see what did I miss on the trade. And I noticed so clearly what I missed, and it was a very early morning. But like, I'm gonna continue sharing my trades no matter what, because if you know what I mean, you need to be held accountable by a trading buddy. So we have this client of ours who, look, I'm gonna Google and get the most accurate information. He owns an asset management company. I'm not gonna say the name, but they just changed it because it was 21 billion and now it's 19.3 billion. So he lost a little bit, but he has 19.3 billion under asset management. 19.3 billion dollars. He has a team of Forex traders. He's got crazy stuff, and we tried to pay him to teach us how to trade. And he says that the technical analysis part is a given. Anybody can learn that. But that they don't trade by themselves. They have a team of traders. They trade with multiple people. So they have a whole bunch of different guys that are all working on the same trade. One guy's managing risk, another guy's analyzing technicals, another guy's analyzing fundamentals, another guy's trying to find the perfect sniper entry, another guy is looking at all the orders coming into the market and identifying areas of liquidity. Then you have all these different people to take one trade. To just take one trade. So for him to get all 5 of those people to sit there and want to teach you, they're managing $20 billion. They don't want your money. They don't want our measly 10 grand that we were offering to take one fucking class. They don't want that. They don't give a shit. You know what I mean? So he was like, there's nothing that I can do, because he's the owner of the company. He's not the trader. He's like, there's nothing that I can do. These guys make millions of dollars. They're not going to want to teach you anything. But bro, I've shown you guys videos of his garage. Look at this, bro. I'm gonna show you guys this garage that you're gonna be like, what in the hell? How can somebody afford that? Yeah, of course, bro. That it's not that they don't want to teach, it's that they make too much money that we're not going to be able to offer them anything significant to for them to want to pay us, for them to want to teach us. Cuz bro, when you're managing $19 billion, 1% is $20 million. So if you make 1% as a trader in a year, you just made $20 million. But on average, they make like 10% a year, 20% a year. So they're making hundreds of millions of dollars in profit a year. They don't need my little measly 10 grand. Look at this.
What car?
So right here, he's got one Mustang 1965, another Mustang 1965, another Mustang 1965, another Mustang. No, this isn't a Mustang. I think this one is the Camaro or the SS.
What card, fam?
Look at this. Corvette, a Chevelle.
Work hard.
This is where him and his boys sit down to talk shit. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This blue one, he had it in the shop for 6 months. This one, so each of these cars is worth more than Lamborghinis and Ferraris. So he had a $180,000 Ferrari, and he's like, yo, I'll sell you this Ferrari for 150 right now. And I said, I don't got 150, bro. He's like, they're worth 190, 180. You could sell it right now for 40 grand profit. And I'm like, I wish I had 150 grand, bro. But look at this, bro. Look at this green one, that SS.
Work hard, fam.
Look at this SS. That's insane. And so bro, people were like, oh, how do you get that rich? How do you this and that? Homie fixed Corvettes when he was in high school. His dad had an old Corvette that was a project car. He learned how to fix Corvettes. A brand new Corvette came out that year, and all of his friends were buying Corvettes, and at the beginning Corvettes were trash. So he was the only one of his friends that knew how to fix Corvettes. So he was fixing Corvettes for friends and family, and then he had his own little Corvette business on the side while he was paying his way through high school or through college. So he was paying his way through college for asset management and learning all this shit while he was fixing Corvettes. So he took 0 loans out for college while fixing cars on the side to pay for school. And then once he graduated, that he had a little bit of money saved up, he still lived with his parents. He got a really good job right off the bat because you went to school for a decade. You're gonna get a good job right off the bat. And within like 10 years, he was one of the top guys in his company. And then after like 30 years of working for somebody else, he decided to start his own company. And now he's like 70 something. He's almost 80 years old. He's like 77 or something like that. And he's had his own company now for like 30 years. He's been in the business, bro, for like since he was 30 and he's 7. So he's been in the business for 40 years. So let's see how long his company's been out. So he's been in this business in 2001. So he's been in it for about 23 years now. So he worked for somebody else for almost 30 years and then started this business 20 years later. But yeah, bro, these are some of the clients that I have that give us advice, bro. I have another client that says he made some big money renting real estate, and he flipped a few properties and ended up buying a big building. And the big building makes him a shit ton of money, so he doesn't really have to work much anymore. One second. Yo, tonight was a slow night. I had only 6 viewers tonight. The last few nights we've had like 10 to like 15 people watching. But if you guys could drop a like, that would be awesome. What up, Sam? My dog. I gotta fix this delay, bro. don't know how to Here's the thing with trading, bro. You 100% need another source of income. If you don't have another source of income, there's no way you're gonna make money trading, because how are you gonna deposit money into your trading account? What are you gonna flip $100 to 100,000 like this Alex G guy? You're not gonna do that, bro. That's not feasible. You know what I mean? And it's like Wix said, bro. Like, Wix has over $1 million in his trading account, and he hasn't taken a withdrawal. And you're like, damn, $1 million, I would have been taken out of withdrawal. That's because we're looking at it differently. He wants to be able to have a massive trading account in order for him to take out 1% in a week, and that 1% be the equivalent to 10, 20, 30,000. Then he can start taking withdrawals. You know what I mean? But like, so a lot of people are like, oh, if you trade, if you're good at trading, why do you sell courses? Because we're broke, bro. Because just because I'm good at trading doesn't mean I have $100,000 to put into a trading account. For me to get a Lamborghini off of trading, I need to have at least $500,000 in a trading account, and you have to be making at least 1% to 2% a week. Because even 20 grand a month is not enough to buy a Lamborghini. Do you live trade on stream? So I'm only doing a post and pre-market analysis with my ideas. I don't start my trading rules don't allow me to trade until 7:30, and then but 8 o'clock is when market mechanics shows up to start streaming. So I usually get things warmed up, and then market mechanics shows up and starts streaming at 8. But I also show up there on Zoom, and you'll see me on camera there talking and sharing my positions as well. So if I do take a trade during Asian session, I will be sharing it over there at market link. But yeah, I broke down my ideas for the night. So basically, this is what I'm looking for, because I'm still bearish for the night. I'm still extremely bearish for the night. Yeah, I'm still extremely bearish for the night. So see how we respected the trend line coming down? We're respecting the bearish structure coming down. So if we get some sort of, I do like trading Bitcoin. I'm gonna show you. So I have a $1,000 demo account that I started trading, and I tried to flip it. Let's connect to here. Board account history, and I've been trading crypto basically only on it. So I started with a $1,000 deposit, and it's at $2 million, bro. Savage fucking trades without blowing the account. Savage trades. So this is where I practice my crypto trading on, but I do trade crypto. I do. I'm practicing trading crypto because I like how it moves, and I've been able to catch some decent scalps on it. I don't know if you can see my history on here. I don't know if it'll do the same day history. No, I don't think so. But Bitcoin, let's give Bitcoin a little analysis before we get off. So Bitcoin is on a current downtrend after rejecting all-time highs. So we are on a downtrend. I'm not a trend line trader. This is just an idea to show you what's going on. So we're making lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, equal low, higher high. Uh-oh. We just formed an equal low here at a major area of support, or an order block, or a breaker block if you trade ICT. And we just made a higher high, and we're now retesting the area we broke out from. So we broke out and we just gapped down heavy on the daily today. This might be a break and retest. So we broke and we gapped down. So this could just be double confirmation that this area is a heavy area, a heavy sell area. A lot of sellers here. Where's my box? So this is why you have to wait for confirmation, because if you were to go off just market structure off the higher high, you would have been screwed. You would have taken a buy here, you would have taken break, came down, retested. You would have thought it was a break and retest because it sort of is a little bit. You would have gotten faked out and slept, but without noticing the higher time frame structure. What's going on? I want to load. Oh well. But what happened? We came down, and now we're forming support here at this bullish area. So if price starts to break above the EMA, starts to come up and start doing something like this. I don't have zoom on, so I can do the zoom annotations, which is better. But if we start doing something like this, right, you can start taking some buys somewhere in these areas here, anticipating that once we get to these highs here, the previous daily highs, you're already break even on your entry. So if you take a long position, you can get in from the break right here, or because likely by the time that price gets here, we would have a trend line coming down here, and it would be a break of the trend line. So if you get something like this, you would likely want to be break even by the time that we break these highs here, which would be your 1-to-1. You would be closing half your position, you would be break even, and you can see how we've rejected this area here as well. So you really want to be break even by here. So that could be a decent possibility. Or if we continue, because we just made equal lows and a higher high, so that could be the start of the trend reversal. But we're still bullish. Sorry, we were bullish and we rejected and came down, so this weekly is currently bearish. If we do come up and do that, we would be flipping the entire weekly. So if price does come up, we would be flipping the entire weekly, and your entry would be at the weekly flip, which the weekly flip would be changing the bias from bearish to bullish, and weekly flips are usually a very, very high volume event. So that could be a very, very good trade, especially if the weekly starts to flip. That's a pretty banging damn, I think my stream froze. Oh no, it just froze on my screen for some reason. Oh well. what, it's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna spark this last for you guys. I did a little Bitcoin breakdown for you guys. I think that we have a pretty good idea of what we can expect for tonight. So we're headed into some chop. We're headed into some chop tonight. So be very careful with your entries tonight, and be very patient. We might have to wait for 9 o'clock China open, but we'll see. I'm gonna let this rock for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna roll out. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I hope you guys catch some pips. I hope you guys catch some dubs. I'm gonna go hit the gym. You guys gotta work out, bro. You guys gotta work out. You have to go to the gym. You have to. The gym makes you a better trader. I promise you. Fucking yeah. Alright, gang. That's gonna be it for me. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys in an hour. Market Mechanic stream. This is Market Mechanic. This is him. We're at 378 subs over there. He had 90 subs a month ago, bro. 90 subs a month ago. Let's check out these live streams, gang. Look at this. 400 views, 400 views, 500 views, 1.1k views. Gang, show up. He's been trading for about a month live, and he's gained 300 subs. Join the Telegram. I'm telling you, join the Telegram, dog. The last trade was like 100 pips. Let's spam some W's here. Drop a like, everybody. Let's get YouTube to ban me off this shit. Beautiful, bro. I gotta do this. I gotta add some of this stuff to my page. So, listen, bro. Copy. And now I'm gonna copy your shit, homie. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. See you later, everybody.